All right, hi everybody. Yeah, shaved. That's how it goes. It's Valentine 922. Okay. I just did a live stream. Cough with the guys. Times of Darkness. But that's not what this video is about. Now, I noticed before the fall came out, Attack on Titan before the fall. Now, I was talking to the guys, and Justin, you guys know him, McWhirlpool Inc. He doesn't like it. In fact, a lot of people don't like it. So another person put up a post saying, "Oh, I'm not feeling it," on Facebook. So by the way, I read this before it was translated. I read the raw of this. This was back when the chapter of Shingeki no Kyoji came out, about chapter 50. I was like, all right, let me read this. It was in raw. It was in Japanese, obviously, so I couldn't really make up anything of it. Then I read it for real, translated. And this is what I have to say. The artwork. Oh, by the way, on Manga Stream, when you look at the page where you see this Titan, let me just go see what page that is. By the way, this isn't going to be a review, quote unquote. This is going to be a sort of afterthoughts, my thoughts, and I'll take a little time to say what the summary is. On this page, which is page 3 on Manga Stream, when I translate it, it's in English, and it clearly states, after you see in the top page, it says before the fall, and below it says original work, Hajime Asayama. So the people who are doing this prequel, they're given credit. So it's not as if, we're not giving credit. No. They're giving credit to Asayama, so on and so forth. Now, I read the translation. Like I said, basically what happens in this chapter, we get introduced to 2 Service Squad members. Oh, by the way, Service Squad members, they have obviously no gear. It doesn't exist. They have these weird-looking swords, though. Almost, your traditional swords you would see, almost like in, England. Those swords, like a caliber sword. Claymore sword, I mean. And that's pretty much what they have as weapons. And we get introduced to these 2 characters, these 2 Service Squad members, and this other girl, this woman, Elena, I think that's her name. And we get introduced, we find there's a human head there, and she screams Heath. No, wait, no, not Elena, Fiona, I think, or Filona. Her name eludes me. But anyway, that's beside the point. 2 squad members, both 18 years old, Solm Hume and Carlo Pickle, Pikel. And we get introduced to them, and pretty much the whole story is they're trying to prevent Heinz coming in. This woman, Filona, she wants the gates open. Like, Jesus Christ. And she obviously is with the sympathizers. The people who, worship the Titans, so to speak, and worship the walls. And, they're basically talking to her, saying to her, "Why are you doing this? Do you know what this means? Stop! Don't kid around with this." And obviously the shock, because what happened was her husband was killed by the Titan, and his head was on the ground in the beginning of the chapter. And she wants the gates open. Now, they end up killing this guy who's part of the government office. And this is like a short summary I'm giving you. And then they eventually open the gate. And the Titan comes in, and he pretty much just eats everyone. It's not even a joke. It's like, just complete slaughter. Complete slaughter. Now, when it concerns this series, this prequel, I'm giving it a shot. Now, I'm giving this a 4 out of 5, but truth be told, the artwork is iffy. It is iffy. If I were to tell people, really, what spinoff you should support, go support the Levy spinoff, the Rivali spinoff with Commander Irwin. That is a better spinoff because that artwork is almost identical, excuse me, to the anime, and it's really crisp and really clean, and I like it. This artwork is good, but it's I notice a lot of people are hating it. And basically, what ends on happening, the Titan eats everybody. It throws up. And we see that woman. I believe her name is Fiona. Let me just go find her name. See. Elena. That's her name. Elena. And her husband's name was Heath. And basically, she's telling them to open the gates. And like I said, that guy gets killed. They execute him. And they open the gate. And the Titan comes in and eats everybody. And the two guys, Soam and the other guy, Carlo, they approach what remains of the Titan vomit. Oh, by the way, this was... this chapter, I believe, was called Titan Child. Yeah, the Titan's Child. And they approach it, and they look at what remains of Elena. And she's dead. She's vomit. But they notice her stomach, because she's pregnant. She's pregnant. Her stomach's moving. They open her skirt. Out comes a baby. And then we go like 13 years later, and we see this kid in a prison cell. So, and that's where the chapter ends. Overall, don't get me wrong. The concept, the story is good. The artwork is, well, more importantly, I think the reason why people do not like this one is because what the Titans look like. I think that's the reason. I'm giving this a shot. I personally am going to overlook this to a certain extent. I'm not. It's not going to be like I'm going to always give it a 4 or 5 or no. If the story is spot on and I like what's going on, okay, this is good. This is good. And supposedly this child has some kind of backstory like Guts. So, but I am going to criticize the artwork at times, just to let people know, because Justin doesn't like it. I already saw someone write a message. They didn't like it. Simple as that. Me? I like the story. I like the plot. I like the well, sorry. Characters will have to wait until they develop to a point where I can say, oh, wow, this is great. I am for this. Let's continue with this. Like where this is going. But until that happens, until I can, go through with that. Wait, see. I mean, I don't know what everyone else thinks. Nezuma and all my other subs. I'd read this chapter. Because I'm just saying, it just seems like if the Titans are gonna look like that in this manga, it's gonna be like, some people are gonna say, not really. Because, and I don't want to bring up another person's opinion in my own review, but my good friend McGuirlpool, Justin, the Stockwither, he was saying that he feels like this guy's trying too hard. I think he means, now I'm not sure who he means when he says that, because I didn't really ask him. If he's talking about the artist, or if he's talking about the one who's doing the story. Because I think, let me just see here. Go back. The story, well, actually, no, the manga is being done by Shiki Satoshi. The original novelization was done by excuse me, Suzukaze Ryu. So I guess it's Shitaki. How do you say his name? Let me see again. Shiki. I guess Shiki is the one to really be the one to say, okay, knock on his door and say, okay, this artwork is iffy, man. But I'm just saying what Justin told me. Personally, I'm going to give this time to develop. It is way, way too early for me to just throw this in the garbage and say, oh, this sucks. I like the story, though. If I'm reading this and reviewing it and doing like afterthoughts only, because I just feel it should only be afterthoughts. If, it's going to be on the story. That was my brother. He sneezes really loud. Anyway, that's the story. I mean, people are probably going to say, yeah, Bankai, but Attack on Titan's artwork is iffy too. That's true, but I'm just telling you people what I've been seeing. A lot of people don't like this. Me, I'm going to stick by it. I want to see this kid that just came out of Titan vomit, that was born from his mother who was eaten by a Titan. I want to see what this is like, what his life is like. That and the development of the 3D maneuverability gear. So essentially, those are the two things that I'm looking forward to in this series of Before the Fall. So yeah, essentially. So yeah, that's the story, people. I'm Bankai 922. See you guys later. After this, there's a lot of reviews to do. That freaking comic got Kira had to come out. Oh, goddamn, I gotta have that. But it came out like, I have to see. It came out probably a while ago, so I might want to just do an afterthoughts on it. We'll see. So yeah, that's the story, people. I'm Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. I will give this a chance. As far as the story is concerned. The artwork, I don't know. You got some work to do. Because as of right now, I'm just sticking with this for the story. That's all I got. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Peace.